council candidates, but if either mayor or candidate, because this is a question that has to be close to my heart, would like to comment after they finish, please feel free to do so. The city owns the library building. Will you support expanding our Moscow Public Library to meet current and future needs? If yes, how? Will you support expanding our Moscow Public Library services and facilities? If yes, how? And he's looking at me. Art?
Well, starting first gives a little bit of advantage because you don't have to say ditto what they say. So not a bad thing. Yes, the public library is something that I think is incumbent upon every citizen in this town to support. It provides needed services, needed access to information, both printed and online, to people who might not otherwise have it. Provides an inexpensive, easy way for people to help facilitate their lives. Also helps with the education of children as they grow and move on through their school years. But how to support it and how to get it done, it's going to be like moving through molasses a little bit, because the way the city works when it comes to capital development is you have to accumulate funds ahead of time in order to facilitate construction or expansion down the road. So with the city accumulating money, I expect that it would be something like a 5-year project. Get an idea, decide what, through working with the library and library patrons, they want to see done. Assemble those ideas, find out how much it's going to cost, and then incrementally launch a design phase, and then go in and start the building of the thing. But for sure, libraries have to keep up with changing times. We can't go back to like the Music Man in River City and have Miss Marion manning the library. We need to keep up with things and keep moving with technology.
Art, it took 5 years just to get new signage in downtown Moscow. I don't think we can do a library in 5. I would support a library expansion or a new library. It's a matter of priorities. The city currently is working to try to do something about our police department. Several people have talked about that, get in a new facility. That in itself is a big hurdle. It's going to require a bond issue to do it. The library is certainly a needed facility. It offers things that everybody in town can utilize. I'm sorry that we had a conflict. I think it was last night or the night before when they had a presentation about how they were going to remodel or rearrange the inside of it, and I couldn't go to that. But yeah, I would support it, but in terms of specific plans and how, I'm not really sure. There's already a parking problem down there in that area, so to put a bigger building and end up where you don't have any parking for it would not be very advantageous.
Thank you. Some of my most brain expanding time and some of my most relaxing times have been in a library. So I almost wanted to jump in front of Art and go, yeah, because I absolutely would support expanding both the services and the facilities of our library. Now, as to how we fund that, you know, I agree that we're going to have to accumulate. I'm not as patient as that can be. I will tell you, though, we've got an amazing grant writer at our city. Elisa Anderson rocks. She rocks, and that may sound glib, but she's really good at what she does as far as grant writing for the city. I think if we get her started on looking for a grant to redo our library, I'll bet we could find one. Or what about a partnership? Is there a way we could have 2 entities help fund this, or 5 entities? I think it's time, if we are really committed to this, and I am, it's time to start that conversation again and look at the alternatives for funding something of this nature.
I'm going to get a chance to talk about this because I like libraries, love libraries. After all, my mother was a librarian, and she used to drag me down as a kid when those old 3x5 index cards that all of us older folks remember those. You had to file, you pull them out. You know, now you can Google anything, the social media thing, you can find any information out you want, but I sure like it the old-fashioned way where you can sit down in a library where it's quiet and read a book. One of my favorite pastime things is to read. I read every single day. I usually get up about 4:30 in the morning. Just my nature, and I'll do a lot of reading before I do anything else because I think every one of us needs to nurture our brain. Now that isn't the conversation about would you help finance or would you work towards that. Absolutely. What that has to be, of course, it's got to be a community involvement and then a community conversation. But wouldn't it be kind of cool to be able to take the young people back and show them how it used to be done 50 years ago? Every one of you out here remember what that was like and how we had to do it. And all research, when I went to college, everything you did was in the library. There was no social media. There was no internet. So you had to go there and dig every single thing up and every piece of information you possibly could. That's where you found it, was at the library. And oh, by the way, when I went to college, if you waited too long, you were too late, you couldn't find the material you needed because everybody else was in the library getting all the stuff they needed. So I always did it the first 6 weeks of school, doing my term papers, and so I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yes, I support libraries.
Libraries are always good. Bigger libraries are always better, so I don't think you'll have any argument from any of us that an expanded library is a good thing. What I see here is an opportunity for a public-private partnership. I think this is a very generous community, and I would see no reason why we couldn't combine efforts to publicly fund a portion of it. Gina mentioned multiple partners. We could have multiple government partners, but I really like the idea of then making it a public-private. I think there's a library foundation, I believe, isn't there? And they have been very good at fundraising, and we could get into a lot of help with that type of thing. So anyway, short answer, public-private partnership is an ideal opportunity to expand the library.
Well, I have to tell you, I was in at the creation of the existing facility. The new part of the library was something that we did when I became a member of the library board representing the city council. And I said, why have we not moved forward? The facilities are not adequate. They said, well, we lost a bond issue. Well, maybe the city should take the major role in this and not ask county residents to assist Moscow in doing the head library. So in that, it only took us 3 years to do it. So we did it in 3 years. We could do it again. I'm not sure that it's 3 years, but we could do it again. The foundation is an obvious partner. There are other partners out there. The grant situation, we don't have a whole lot of dependable partners out there. And humanities grants are particularly thin on the ground. But by putting money that we have together and by making sure we could run a bond issue again, because that's how the city of Moscow funded the new addition and recovered the existing Carnegie Library. It was a great project.
Linda, please remain standing.